The Noble Quran says in chapter 6 verse 27 as follows: وَلَوْ تَرَى إِذْ وُكِفُوا عَلَى النَّارِ فَقَالُوا يَا لَيْتَنَا نُرَدُّ وَلَا نُكَذِّبَ بِآيَاتِ رَبِّنَا وَنَكُونَ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. If you could see when they are confronted with the fire of hell, they will say, if we were sent back, then we would not reject the signs of our Lord and would be amongst those who believe. So always remember that we will not get a chance to return to this world to correct our mistakes. So live as a true believer according to the guidance provided by the Creator. The Noble Quran says in chapter 33 verse 35, Innal muslimina wal muslimati wal mu'minina wal mu'minati wal qanitina wal qanitati was sadiqina was sadiqat was sabirina was sabirati wal khashiina wal khashiati wal mutasaddiqina wal mutasaddiqati was saimina was saimati wal hafilina furujahum wal hafilat wal dhakirina Allah kathiran wal dhakirat Adallahu lahum maghfiratan wa ajran alima. For men who surrender to Allah and women who surrender, and men who believe and women who believe, and men who obey and women who obey, and men who speak the truth and women who speak the truth, and men who persevere in righteousness, and women who persevere, and men who are humble, and women who are humble, and men who give alms, and women who give alms, and men who fast, and women who fast, and men who guard their modesty, and women who guard their modesty, and men who remember Allah much, and women who remember. For them, Allah had prepared forgiveness and vast reward. So try to cultivate all the above mentioned qualities of a true believer. Let me conclude by narrating a story. A king had 4 wives. He did not love his first wife. He neglected her, did not give her food, clothing, nor did he even bother to smile at her. At the same time, he loved all the other 3. It was the 4th wife that he loved most. He used to adorn her with beautiful dresses and ornaments and demonstrate her before others. One day the king fell ill, and his physicians diagnosed that there was no chance of recovery. He was shocked to learn the sad news that his days are numbered. The belief that was prevalent in the land was that if one's belongings were buried with his dead body, they would come in handy in the life after death. So he approached his 4th wife, whom he loved most, and requested her to agree to be buried with him, so that she can accompany him to the other world. To the utter shock of the king, she bluntly replied, "Nothing doing. I cannot do that, and I will leave you the moment you die." The sad king made the same request to his 3rd wife. She also turned down his request, saying, "I will leave you the moment your dead body is removed from your palace for burial." The king was very disappointed, and he approached the 2nd wife with the same request. She replied very politely, "The most I can do is to accompany you till your body is lowered into the grave, but not more than that." In that moment of frustration, he heard a feeble voice speaking, "I will be there with you." The king looked in that direction and found a lean woman. He could not recognize her at first. Finally, he understood it was none other than his first wife, whom he had neglected. to whom he had refused to give even food and clothing. Now when all the other 3 wives to whom he had given everything refused his plea, it was only the first wife, whom he had always neglected, expressed the willingness to be with him forever. The king felt very much sad and ashamed of his actions, and he repented for neglecting his wife who had sincerely loved him. This story is symbolic and has a very good moral. In truth, all of us have these 4 wives in our lives. Our 4th wife is our body. No matter how much time and effort we lavish in making it look good, it will leave us when we die. Our 3rd wife is our possessions, residence and wealth. At least we have some connection with our wealth till our corpses is lying in our house. Once our dead body is removed from our house for burial, our relation with our wealth in whatsoever manner ends, and our wealth and possessions go to others. Our 2nd wife is our family and friends. No matter how close they are to us, the furthest they can go with us is to our grave. And once our body is lowered into the grave, they will leave us from that place. And our first wife is our soul, often neglected in pursuit of wealth and pleasure of the world. However, our soul is the only thing that will accompany us wherever we go. All of us fail to nourish our souls. We often totally neglect it. Our stay in this world is very short. During this journey from womb to the tomb, try to live as true Muslims. Try to cultivate, strengthen, and cherish it from now on. This and this alone is the way to attain salvation. Then and then only we will be able to leave this world, as the glorious Quran says in chapter 89, verse 27 to 30. Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna, irji ila rabbiki radiyatan marliya, fadkhuli fi ibadi, wadkhuli jannati. O thou soul in complete peace and satisfaction, return unto thy Lord well pleased in thyself, and well pleasing unto him. Enter thou then among my devotees. Enter thou my heaven. May Allah bless every one of us to achieve this ultimate goal of life. Allahumma ighfir lil mu'minina wal mu'minat wal muslimina wal muslimat. Allahumma akhina ila al-kitabi was sunnah wa amitna mal imani wa tawbah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. السلام عليكم.